with Robert Branch. Desiree is seeking justice from the San Diego Police Department side, but Robert Branch is seeking justice from the sheriff side. And Mark Cohen is the criminal defense attorney dealing with the Robert Branch trial moving forward. Let's welcome Mark Cohen.
Good morning. My name is Mark Cohen, and it's my distinct pleasure to represent Mr. Robert Branch. Mr. Branch was victimized on May 12th of this past year. He's being victimized all over again now by the justice system. With that being said, this should not be a criminal case. However, this afternoon, we're going to plead Mr. Branch not guilty to assaulting Officer Paul Ward, when in fact Paul Ward was the malefactor. Paul Ward assaulted Mr. Robert Branch, and we're looking forward to defending his case and taking it to trial. Thank you.
After seeing the video of Mr. Branch being choked in an illegal, what seems to be an illegal chokehold by Paul Ward, the sheriff, it is very clear to us all that we are still living in a time of misconduct in policing. And today, I'm announcing that National Action Network is going to join an alliance. As we have seen this case develop, we said from the start that there has got to be justice, not just for Robert, but for every person who is dealing with injustice in policing and misconduct in policing. Today, we are going to begin working with the trial of Robert Branch, and we will launch a campaign around the county to ensure that our police and sheriff's department are going to be held accountable for the way that they hold themselves out in public, working with those in the community. Today, Robert Branch will not be a victim of what is happening in policing. And that's why today we're going to stand behind Robert Branch. And we've been called upon by the attorney, by Robert Branch, to ensure justice on the civil side of this case, on the advocacy side of this case. We will begin a campaign to call for Sheriff Department and Sheriff Gore to terminate or to put disciplinary action upon this Paul Ward sheriff, who clearly is wrong for the way that he handled himself in this case. We got to look at a few things here. The fact that this sheriff, when pulling up to Robert Branch, did not have his lights on. We got to also look at the fact that this sheriff, who was undercover, pulls up to Robert Branch without his lights on, does not really have a clear reason for pulling up to Robert Branch. And the way that he dealt with Robert Branch, you see from the video speaks for itself. From the very start, shows that he had no clear reason to put him in a legal chokehold the way he did. This is got to stop. This has got to be woke up and made more awareness around. The fact that policing and police misconduct must be held accountable. The way that you deal with our community, and the way especially that you deal with our community of color. So today we're going to stand behind Robert Branch and the attorney, as we've been called on the civil rights side of this case, to pursue justice, not just for Robert Branch, but for others like Desiree, who are dealing with chokehold cases and police misconduct around our county. And that is why today we want to see justice for Robert Branch, and we want to see Paul Ward, who is the sheriff in this case, terminated or dealt with by Sheriff Gore and the Sheriff's Department with disciplinary action. At this time, we're going to take questions.
I have one. No.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.